had a deal about 4 times.
Key principles for large-scale weapons agreements between Ukraine and the United States have been approved by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. The announcement was made by Prime Minister Yulia Sviridenko, who said they were preparing to sign a drone deal focused on the production and sale of unmanned aerial vehicles. President Zelenskyy says the deal is huge.
Today I also approved the key principles of our agreements with the United States, Ukraine-US agreements on arms. These are large-scale agreements. I spoke about them with President Trump, and I very much hope we will be able to implement all of it. This will definitely strengthen both our countries and, by extension, our allies and partners.
The deal came after Russian airstrikes on a hospital and a prison killed at least 19 people in southeastern Ukraine on Tuesday. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump says he will start imposing punitive measures on Russia within 10 days if Moscow showed no progress toward ending its war in Ukraine. Additionally, Zelenskyy says Kyiv is preparing new conversations and new meetings with partners at different levels.
We highly value America's principled actions in pressuring Russia for the sake of peace. It is precisely now that action is needed to force Russia toward peace. Yes, Moscow wants to keep fighting, but the whole issue lies in potential, in resources for the war, in money. That is why sanctions are useful. That is why pressure can work. We are also preparing new conversations and new meetings with our partners at different levels. The goal is one, to strengthen the position of Ukraine and all those who seek peace.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has until the 8th of August to agree on a ceasefire after Trump moved the earlier September deadline. If it's not agreed by then, President Trump says he'll impose punitive sanctions and tariffs. Meanwhile, 6 people have been killed Thursday morning, including a 6-year-old boy after Kyiv was hit with missiles and drones overnight. Authorities say at least 52 people were also injured when a 9-story building collapsed from the bombardments. Around 27 locations in the capital city were struck, according to officials.